Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda with an E. We'll be taking a look at your next 3 months. So what is hidden or coming out in the next 3 months? We'll be using the Secret Tarot to do that. Now, you do not have to be Sun Sagittarius. You could be Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. In fact, I encourage you to take a look at your Moon and Rising signs and your Sun sign as well to give you a full picture of your next 3 months. Okay, now energy is fluctuating, right? So this could very well be energies that you are transitioning out of or currently experiencing or certainly going to see in the next 3 months. But we will ask Spirit to be clear and concise here for my Sagittarius group. And Sagittarius, I am so thankful and honored for you allowing me to tap into your energy here for your reading. Okay, now this is a collective reading, so just take what resonates. Not everything's going to be 100% here for the collective. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, Death, and the Sun. Okay, Sun, love seeing the Sun because the Sun gives life to everything. It provides clarity, contentment, joy, life. And I'm not surprised to see it coming behind the Death card, which means something has to come to an end. I don't see you fighting an ending of something. I see you potentially giving up on a prospect of moving forward with something that was fairly early on. Okay, so something that you've thought of, it was like a prospect, an idea you had to do something, but you kind of just put it to an end because either you've given it more thought, you got more clear about it, or potentially you wanted to follow something else that was going to provide you more contentment. So it feels like you're putting something behind. Yeah, behind you. And it could very well be a mindset. Maybe there was a mindset that something needed to happen, or that you needed to plant a seed somewhere. But I feel like you're giving up on that idea. You're giving up on that mindset. You're just now kind of focused on happiness, or at least there's clarity around why you would want to do that. Okay, so yeah, here we have the Five of Swords. Ooh, the cards jumping. Ace of Swords, and one more. Ace of Wands. Okay, love seeing aces after the ending of something, which is the Death card. It's the clearing, okay? It's like the clearing of old mindsets, the clearing of something that needs to kind of die away in order for the new. And we do see new here, and we see an ending here as well. I know this is the Five of Swords, but to me, this is the Ten of Swords. And this has come out several times now. And why, for me, this is the Ten of Swords. You see the 5 swords here, and then you see the 5 swords on the bottom, which to me would be the Ten of Swords, which is a very painful ending. But why, you could take it as, because it's only 5, it's maybe not as painful as a 10 of Swords. And I feel like because this is just the beginning of an idea or of taking something off the ground and not doing it, I feel like it's maybe not as painful because it didn't fully realize and then you had to bring it to an end. So maybe an end of an idea. But it can also mean, because 5 of Swords is still very painful, it could mean something happened that was very distasteful, and it was an action that put it to an end that was very hurtful. Okay, so it could mean both, really. Only you will really know. But yeah, I'm seeing either something more painful than the Ten of Swords, which is pretty crazy, but because of someone's actions or something that happened, an act that caused this pain and it caused an ending, or not as painful as the Ten of Swords, but it had to come to an end. Okay, but that 10 means end. Death means end. So it's the end of that, contentment ahead with the aces here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. There's this new clarity. There's this new need for moving forward despite all of this, because there's a newness about what it is that you want. There's a clarity in identifying where you want to go and what you want to do. And because you have the Ace of Wands here, it is passion, it is desire, it is moving in an area that you're actually very passionate about. But they are wands, so it is the beginning, right? It's like seeds. So without really any follow through, it just happens to be a beginning of an idea, a beginning of knowing what it is that you want, yeah, walking away. You had to walk away from something that was emotionally very, very difficult. to walk away from. So even though I said it was, you know, something that never really fully took off the ground, so it could very well be a connection of sorts that never really fully materialized in the 3D, and recognizing your worth and saying, screw this, I am going to find my emotional fulfillment. It is very painful to walk away when you have the 8 of Cups, something you're emotionally invested in, but you decide for your own emotional freedom, you want to walk away. And King of Wands here in reverse. So Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it could very well be you. I feel it is you because you are not moving forward in an area that you might have been very passionate about, definitely emotionally tied to, but just not feeling it anymore, not having the drive to move in and move forward because maybe there was a lack of something there that just made you lose interest. I just feel like you lost interest. And here with the star, there is hope. There's a lot of hope to what your future potential has with the stars. That is wishes coming true. You know, that is definitely focusing on an area that you feel is going to bring you hope and peace, and just, yeah, I just really like the stars. It's one of my favorites, as well as the sun. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. We got the 4 of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I do see in the middle here, because you got the 4 of Wands in reverse, this is an ending of some connection of sorts, right? Like 4 of Wands is the marriage card, the union, stability, building something with someone else. With it in reverse, it's calling off the wedding, a breakup, that sort of thing. But I feel like it in reverse is still very positive because there still is a potential of that happening later in life. Not maybe necessarily this individual, but this happening to you later in life or in a different situation. It's kind of almost like a delay of stability here, calling something off in order to sort through and figure it out. But I feel like there was a lot of mental challenge in coming up with this conclusion, that you were mentally challenged, or at least had some inner conflict with making this decision. And potentially you felt like you were challenged by this person. Like you just felt like you were challenged. And some of the challenges could have very well been around this person not expressing how they felt, or at least maybe some of you guys did not have emotional investment. And I feel like a lot of you guys might not have been, well, 8 of Cups, you're emotionally walking away. But when I see this Knight of Pentacles, it's like, or sorry, this Page of Pentacles, it's like the beginning of something that never really took place anyway. So I don't know how emotionally invested you were. So put this into context, but it could very well be somebody who wasn't emotionally invested in you enough to take something off the ground. So you emotionally invested, had to walk away, or you weren't emotionally feeling like you loved what this person or this situation so much so that you weren't wanting to make a first move of sorts. So you just didn't move forward with your feelings. You know, I feel like the King of Cups, like King of Cups has a very hard time expressing his emotions, upright or reverse. And I feel with it in reverse, could be somebody acknowledging their feelings to themselves, but not necessarily coming out to the other person. So maybe somebody's communicated their feelings to you and you kind of got cold feet. Because pages are about communication. Maybe someone's expressed wanting to materialize something here. And yeah, but I do feel like there is some holding back of feelings, because God forbid people have feelings and they want to express it. So shame on them for wanting to express feelings, so they just keep it inside. I've been seeing this theme, so it's kind of interesting what's going on here with the collective. But we will pull one more row here. Queen of Wands, Emperor in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so Sagittarius. All right, if this is your energy, now I didn't mean to shame you, but I just feel like somebody needs to come forward with feelings. And if this is you, accepting these feelings need to kind of take place. I mean, you don't need to nothing, but I just feel like there's always some confusion when someone isn't being completely open. And the fact that you're going into new areas and leaving the rest behind, I feel like you're the one who is open with your feelings, okay? But I do see 2 queens here. And that could very well be 2 options. Okay, so Queen of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which would be you. And then you have the Queen of Swords, okay, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I feel like this person, which is coming through as a masculine energy, but very immature, isn't making a decision and is kind of, yeah, with the competition here, could very well be making you compete, and you just full on chose to walk away from this situation because they're being very immature. And yeah, I don't like their games. They are immature. They're not really stepping into their emperor power, but you're getting clarity about it, and you're not wanting anything to do with this situation. Now, I do want you to know that this person does find you highly, highly attractive. You're certainly, yeah, this person is certainly into your looks. They feel as though they have this emotional, or sorry, more mental connection with this other third party. Okay, and if you know that you're not in a third party, then this person is choosing an area that gives them mental stimulation, rather than moving forward with you. And I don't feel as though this is an honest decision because it brings them the most contentment, but they'd rather focus in that area rather than be open and upfront about their feelings and act like someone who's sulking so that they don't have to move forward in this connection. So they're just kind of maybe engaging in mental thoughts and other things that are just kind of keeping them stuck in their head. But I do know that they can see it, so, but they might not be revealing it. And there may be some communication coming forward. I mean, with the Queen of Swords, there could very well be communication, but right now, yeah, this person is acting like a big baby. So good luck with this person. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is all I have for you. Please check out the sun, moon, or rising sign. I do feel like the moon sign is probably going to give you your best for intimate connections, because it speaks about that more so than your sun and your rising. That's kind of more the surface or what others kind of see. So take a look at that and subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll see you soon. Bye.